students, so today I am there for class 9 science. Due to lockdown you are not able to go to school, so that's why every day I will bring some topics related with your chapters so that you can go through that, and if any problem you can directly contact me in WhatsApp. So today we will see that in 9th science NCERT. So total content, total chapter it is 15, in which bio 6 chapters are there, chemistry 4 chapters and physics 5 chapters. So now in bio, which are the chapters? So the first chapter it is chapter 5, cell, the fundamental unit of life. Today we will go through this chapter only. In these chapters, what are there? There are that what is cell, who discovered cells, what are the different organelles of the cells, how cells functions, how different organisms have different shapes and structure of cells. Next chapter is your chapter 6, that is tissue. Tissue group of cells which perform together different means same functions, that is your tissue. So in this chapter we will go through different types of tissues, plant tissues, animal tissues, and the types of plant tissues, types of animal tissues, their function, their shape, their size and all that. Now in chapter 7 we will go through diversity in living organisms. So here we will go through the different varieties of plants and animals which are found on the earth or on the land, and how they are different from each other, what are the characteristics, what are the primary and how they have developed. All this we will go through in the chapter 7. Next chapter 13, that is your why do we fall ill. So in this chapter we will go through that what are the reasons, which are the organisms which causes different types of disease, what are the preventions, what are the precautions, how we can take care of that. All this in chapter 13. Now in chapter 14, that is natural resources. So here we will go through that what are the different types of resources, how we can take care of them, how we can prevent the disasters of them and all that. The last chapter is chapter 15, that is improvement in food resources. So here we will go through the main things which is required, that is food, which is also a resource, how we can make improvement in that. Because nowadays population is increasing, the demand of food is increasing, but the land for growing the crops it is decreasing. So how we can make improvement so that food resources can be improved. So all these are your chapter 9 biology chapters. So now today we will go through the first chapter, that is your the cell, the fundamental units of life. So now we will see that what are that. So chapter 5, cell, the fundamental units of life. Here cell, it is actually the structural and functional unit of any living organism. So the living organisms, we or the plants or the animals, all that are made up of very small structural and functional unit, that is your cell. So how, see, cell only when it is grouped or combined then it forms tissues, and when these tissues they are joined together they form organ, and when these organs they combine together to form a system, that is your organ system. Okay, so cell, tissues, organ system, or we can say cell, and here like skin, that is your tissue, epithelial tissue, and when these tissues combine together it form a organ, that is your skin. And like that, when these systems combine together like your skin, nose and all that, it forms a sense system. Or like our mouth, when it is combined together it forms digestive system, mouth, esophagus, stomachs and your small intestine, large intestines all combine together, different organs combine together and they form organ system. Like that, when all the organ systems like excretory system, reproductive system, and your we can say that reproductive systems, all these systems, or when it combined together, it forms a organism. That is individual. Okay. So organ system, and when these organ systems it combine together, it form organism. Like that it goes on. When organisms combine together, it form population and all that, community and all that. So if we will go back, see, organism is individual. So organism comprises of organ systems, and it comprises of organ, tissue, and the last is cell. So we can say that cell is the structural and functional unit of life. So cell is the structural and functional unit of life. So now we will see that who has discovered this cell. Means somebody should be there. So cell, it was discovered by a biologist, and his name was Robert Hooke. In 1665. So Robert Hooke, with the help of his own developed microscope, he has discovered cell. And from where he has discovered? He has discovered this cell by taking a thin piece of cork. What is cork? Cork, it is the dead part, or we can say it is a substance which is obtained from the bark of a tree, or it is a dead cell. So cork, it is a dead cell. So when he took this cork under the microscope, what he saw? He saw that this cork, it was divided into small compartments. And so he named this compartment as a cell. But Robert Hooke, although he discovered the cell first, but he discovered dead cell. Means the cell which he discovered, it was dead. So in 1674, Anton von Leeuwenhoek. Anton von Leeuwenhoek. He discovered the first living cell. From where? From the water body. From pond. And he used his own developed microscope. So Robert Hooke, he discovered the cell first, but it was dead cell. Anton von Leeuwenhoek, in 1674, he discovered the first living cell. Like that, after the discovery of cell, its parts, it was discovered by different biologists. Like the nucleus, it was discovered by Robert Brown, and like that, Purkinje, he discovered the protoplasm. So cell, under which nucleus, it was discovered by Robert Brown. So slowly, all its parts, its organelles, it was discovered by different biologists and scientists. Now we will see that how we will know that what are the cell, what are its characteristics. This all was propounded by a topic known as cell theory, and this cell theory, it was given by your M. Scaliden 1838 and your Theodor Sackmann in 1839. So both of them together they propounded cell theory, in which they have given some points related with the cell. And what are the points? So the first point they have given that cell is the structural and functional unit of life. Structural and functional unit of life. After that here cell, the new cell, it arises from pre-existing cell. New cell arise from pre-existing cell. And the last one, that he said that the chemical compositions, they are same in a same cell. Means that the chemical composition is same in alike cell. It means that if we are talking about the cell of the skin, then the chemical composition of the cell of the skin, it will be same. Or if we are talking about the organs, means like digestive system or all that, the cells have different, like nerve cells. Its composition and its function will be same, how many the cell is found. So here the cell, it is the structural and functional unit of life, and for one organ like brain, nerves, it can be 1,000 or 100 and thousands of cells can be present there. Now we will see that what are the types of cells. So types of cell. So types of cell, it is divided on two bases. The first is your numbers of cell, and the second one is your nuclear development. So if we talk about the number of cell, it is again divided into three types. That is your non-cellular or acellular. Acellular or non-cellular. An example is virus. So acellular means the organism in which no cell is there. It means in the body organisms, organization, cell is absent, and they take the form of the host body or in which they enter. That's why, like at present, you have seen that corona, it is a viral disease, and that's why its precautions, or we can say that treatment, it is taking time, because the virus, it takes the shape or the function of the host body. After that, unicellular. It means that organism in which single cell perform all the functions. An example is your euglena, paramecium, and your amoeba. All these are unicellular. And the third is your multicellular. The organism in which numbers of cells are present. It means for different functions, different cells are present. and the examples are higher organisms like plants, animals, and all that. And now we will talk about on the basis of nuclear development. So on the basis of nuclear development, it is two types, prokaryotic and eukaryotic. So pro means primitive and karyo means nucleus. So in this, the nucleus, it is not well developed. It means that it is not having a nuclear membrane and it is just scattered in the cell. And so the examples are bacteria, blue-green algae, and U means advanced and karyotic means nucleus. So here the advanced, or we can say developed nucleus. It means that here the nucleus, it is well developed and it is having a nuclear membrane also, double nuclear membrane, and all the soil organelles are there which are covered having a membrane. So it is a eukaryotic. An example is higher organism, plants and animals. And fungi also. So for today this much, and then in the next video we will go through the structure, the shape and the size of the cell and all that. So for here this much. If any queries or any problem, you can ask me in the WhatsApp. Thank you.